Your design show. There will be experts and celebrities, demonstrations and displays, all dedicated to helping us make our homes an all-American dream. I'll see you at Tidewater Builders Association's Mid-Atlantic Home, Remodeling, and Interior Design Show presented by ESE.
News Channel 3's Taking Action election team is on the streets as voting problems pop up across Hampton roads on Election Day.
I'm Bob Matthews in Virginia Beach, where one polling place got a late start because of a bad alarm clock. I'll have the story coming up.
As voters head to the polls in Hampton roads, find out why one location got a late start. That story up next. Problems with voting machines on the peninsula, and now some folks are worried their vote didn't even count. I'm Dominic Ben. A live report is coming up.
I'm Dan Torchman at W.H. Taylor Elementary School, where there's a line inside the building and another one outside the building. Coming up, we'll hear from the lucky ones who got in and out early, and some of the other ones were still stuck waiting in line.
Good afternoon and happy Election Day. I'm Patrick Rock.
And I'm Layla Muhammad. The polls opened at 6 this morning, and the problems started right after that.
They did indeed. Take a look at a picture of lines that formed at the Kemp's Landing Magnet School in Virginia Beach. Long lines formed at many polling places all across Hampton roads, and News Channel 3 has learned of growing problems across the area this morning.
Yeah, one polling place opened late because the poll official didn't show up on time. News Channel 3's Bob Matthews starts our Taking Action election team coverage live at our Virginia Beach newsroom at Town Center. Good afternoon, Bob.
Hey, good afternoon, Layla. We've been hearing about these problems cropping up all day. This one that we were at earlier today was at a polling place off of Bird Neck Road, which is about 5 miles from where I'm standing right here. The folks in line heard that the polls were shut down this morning. Why? Well, they had heard it was because of broken voting machines. The rumors spread through the line all morning. The voting machines inside were broken and voters would have to use paper ballots. That made first-time voter Kajana Gregory nervous.
I hope they got it right by the time I get up in there, because I don't want them to mess up my vote.
But election officials tell News Channel 3 the problem wasn't technical, it was personal. The person in charge of the voting machines did not show up at 4:45 this morning, but instead got there around 6. This person also had the paper ballots, so voting was held up until the paper ballots could be taken out and the machines turned on. Did that worry you when they said they were broken?
Yeah, a little bit, because I don't want to be here too long, and with it not working, I don't know what that means as well as my vote. If everything's not working, is my vote going to count?
Officials actually told me that, yes, in fact, everybody's vote's going to count. There is nothing wrong with the process there. They have taken that election chief and replaced him, so he will not be on the job for the rest of the day. That's one of the problems we've heard about in Virginia Beach. We have also gotten a report within the last hour or so that there are voting machines not working in the Craddock section of Portsmouth. I'm leaving from Town Center right now. We're going to head on over to Portsmouth and check that out and be on the road all afternoon to keep tabs on any potential problems that crop up in other places. Live in Virginia Beach this afternoon, Bob Matthews, News Channel 3.
And Bob, similar story in Chesapeake. One polling place there opened late because the voting machines wouldn't work. News Channel 3's Marie Cornell is live at the Clarence Cuffey Community Center with that story. Marie.
Well, Patrick, the problems with the machines caused about an hour delay, obviously affecting the flow of voters going in and out of the center. As you can see right here, there is still a line of folks waiting to cast their ballots. A lot of people trickling in during their lunch break. But since this morning's problems with the machines, things have been running smoothly. On Election Day, most people already expect to wait in long lines. But this morning, those voting at the Clarence Cuffey Community Center in Chesapeake had to wait an extra hour before polls could even open. Election officials say they faced two problems this morning. They couldn't turn their voting machines on or access their registrar's list. Polls did not open until 7. Jeanette Knight was one of hundreds that stood outside in the rain.
Everybody was hollering and screaming, you know, we're not leaving, we're going to do it on the computer, we're not doing papers. So eventually everybody calmed down.
Election officials say they were prepared to use their backup plan using paper ballots, but within an hour their system was rebooted. Barbara Burnell says even though her voting experience hasn't been exactly how she had planned, she knows casting a ballot is an important responsibility.
I'm the only one in my family who has the right to vote at this time. I have kids that are too young, my grandson's too young, so they told me I have to vote to represent the family.
And since this morning's problems, the election officials here have said they have not had any more problems with their machines. As I've mentioned, we have seen a steady flow of people coming in and out of the center. We have also seen some Chesapeake police officers patrolling the area, but since we've been here, we haven't heard of any incidents. Live in Chesapeake, Marie Cornell, News Channel 3.
In Hampton, scanning machines started to wad up paper ballots and would not read them. News Channel 3's Dominic Ben continues our coverage.
This is the voting machine at Bethel High School that put a snag in the process.
Well, when you went to put the ballot inside the machine wouldn't take it. It kept getting jammed.
At one point, poll workers had to manually feed the ballots.
Put the ballot card in, it didn't count it, so he had to open it up and insert it manually and have to do that behind each person.
Well, we had about 8 or 9 minutes where we had problems with the machine. The ballots weren't going in, but we cleared it up, and I think she's going perfect now.
Senator Barack Obama has more than 4,000 voter protection workers. In fact, these are lawyers from the D.C. area, and they've called in some problems with voting machines at this precinct.
We can begin by having machines that work, then having multiple machines, and then having trust in our government.
Some voters aren't convinced their vote will be counted.
It's not counting, so you have to make sure when you put your ballot in, look at the little box on the left and make sure your number was counted.
Oh, no, we are watching the count. Every vote is being counted.
The NAACP filed a lawsuit last week in hopes that machines would be added to certain precincts, especially those that have only 2 machines total, like Bethel High. A judge refused to make elections boards add machines and more manpower.
I think they could have been better prepared than this and have a backup system.
And there were more problems on the peninsula. We received some reports that no machines were working at Magruder Elementary, and the one machine working at Dunbar Irvin was broken down. Reporting live from the Daily Press newsroom, Dominic Ben, News Channel 3.
Well, thanks, Dominique. The weather was a problem early on, but things have improved quite a bit. Take a look at live Viper radar right now. The heaviest of the rain is offshore. We still have a few scattered showers here and there as we zoom into the peninsulas and the eastern shore. See the heaviest of the rain stretches from Williamsburg across the York River toward the southern portions of Gloucester County and all across Matthews County and stretching over to parts of the eastern shore as well. Most of the south side is dry, but there are a few scattered showers, especially in Chesapeake and parts of Virginia Beach and stretching down into northeastern North Carolina in parts of Camden and Pasquotank and Perquimans counties as well. So what can you expect as you head out to the polls this afternoon? Well, temperatures holding pretty steady in the upper 50s and the low 60s, but our chances for wet weather do go up as we head through the afternoon, and the winds will be picking up as well. So I'm going to let you know how long this wet weather is going to stick around, plus a look ahead to the weekend, all coming up with your full forecast in a few minutes.
Team coverage of today's election continues, including how you can be a part of our Taking Action election team.
News Channel 3, taking action, getting results.
If you are a diabetic, you know how important it is to check your blood sugar and blood pressure. Call Diabetic Support Program now to apply for a free combination talking glucose monitor and blood pressure meter. It's new, easy to use, and painless. Did you know that Medicare also pays for diabetic shoes and custom insoles? Call Diabetic Support Program now to find out how to receive a glucose monitor and diabetic shoes at no cost. 1-800-990-9826.
This contestant has a nickname.
At work, they call me a nanny. Here at work, they call me the ninny.
But will they call him Rich?
You don't risk it, you can't win it.
Next, all-new half-hour version of Deal or No Deal.
Followed by News Channel 3 at 5.
Hurt for life. Many namby-pambies want you to forgive the idiots who hurt or maimed you. I want to hand you their heads. With a big pile of money, I pry out of them. Forget and forgive, or me. I never forget. I never forgive. Money is the name of the game, and I play to win. When your injuries are grim or someone died, you need me. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. 459 cash, 459 cash. You call, I hammer.
Your choice for higher taxes, for working Joes. Spread your income. Keep what's yours. $1 trillion in new spending. Freeze spending, eliminate waste. Pain for small business. Economic growth. Risky. Proven. For a stronger America. McCain.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
If you're in the market for spectacular deep waterfront property at tremendous savings, listen up. You can own a beautifully wooded estate-sized parcel with a gorgeous sand beach on the historic James River for just $299.9. That's right, just $299.9 for deep, wide water on the James. Now at more than half off the original price. Plus, enjoy some of the lowest finance rates ever. There's not a better time to buy. For details, call 877-280-5263. That's 877-280-5263. Call now.
Live Viper weather is brought to you by your local Chevy dealer.
Voters in Norfolk were greeted with long lines early this morning. News Channel 3's Dan Torgeman continues our Taking Action election team coverage live in Norfolk. Good afternoon, Dan.
Good afternoon. You know, those lines really the biggest issue here at W.H. Taylor Elementary School. Earlier this morning, we saw the line wrap around the building and even go outside the building. As of right now, about 1,200 people have been in and out and have voted already, and to think it all started with one. Waiting, standing at the front of this line could be a pain in the, unless, of course, you're right up front.
Thought I'd avoid the line and be first.
Corrine Milligan first at W.H. Taylor Elementary School at 5 a.m., an hour before the polls open.
Just me and the election workers.
15 minutes later, this guy shows up with a book and an observation.
I was a little bit surprised. I thought already there would be people.
But just give it a few minutes. 10 people, then some more. By 5:30, the line passes Miss Wise's kindergarten class and starts to wrap around the hallway.
I sat in the car for a half hour. I should have been in here, and so I was reading the paper, so there you go.
And you still are.
Yeah, I will be.
Yeah, the sun isn't even fully up yet, but the line inside is so long, election officials in there have rerouted people, sending them outside. This now, the back of the line.
This isn't going to stop me.
But waiting outside in the rain, drinking coffee and reading books, most here don't even know about the other line inside the building and the 2-hour wait that stands between them and, say, work. You realize you're not going to make it on time?
I realize that, but I'm hoping I'm going to be positive here. If not, I'll have to try back in the afternoon or on my lunch break.
And speaking of lunch, election officials expecting a large crowd, a large wave of voters right now this afternoon time, and then again tonight at 7. For now, reporting live in Norfolk, Dan Torgeman, News Channel 3.
And our weather trivia question, keeping on the presidential theme, which U.S. president holds the record for both the warmest and coldest January inaugurations? FDR, Ronald Reagan, or Richard Nixon? The answer coming up with a sloppy forecast.
A step in time, gonna make your chimney shine. You know why, give us a try, dial CHIMNEY 244-6639 or CHIMNEY. Right on time, a step in time, they clean your chimney and make it fine. Some online, we're online, dial CHIMNEY.
Hi, I'm Bill Fanny, and I'd like to talk to you about financial security in your retirement years. Seniors First specializes in converting your home equity into cash with a reverse mortgage, a government-insured program. It's a safe way to tap into your home equity, and it's easy to qualify. Just need to be 62 or older and be a homeowner with ample equity in your home. With a reverse mortgage from Seniors First, you retain ownership and never have to repay the loan as long as you or your spouse live in your home. There are no monthly payments, there are no personal liability, and the remaining equity is still passed on to your children. A reverse mortgage is a simple and safe way to use the equity in your home to supplement your income, pay off a high-interest mortgage, or fund home repairs. For over 10 years, Seniors First has been helping seniors to get the most out of their homes. Call Seniors First today to schedule a free in-home consultation.
It's terrifying. They're already planning to gut our military. $150 billion in cuts. Washington liberals gave Glenn Nye over $1 million, and Nye will vote to keep them in power. They will raise taxes and weaken our military. Their massive cuts would kill thousands of Hampton Roads jobs, a crushing blow to our local economy. Glenn Nye won't stand up to them because he's one of them.
I'm Thelma Drake, and I approve this message.
Virginia has one of the highest recorded number of mesothelioma and asbestos-related illnesses in the United States.
Newport News and Norfolk Naval are two of the local shipyards where tens of thousands of workers were exposed for decades. If you or someone you love has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, lung cancer, or asbestosis, call the law offices of Peter T. Nickel at 757-397-6424. With more than 30 years' experience in asbestos-related law, we can help.
Now, not all glitches at the polls are causing big, long lines. This is action cam video at Craddock Middle School in Portsmouth. The main machine that accepts the ballots there just isn't working, so election officials are using a backup machine. And get this, despite being down one machine, no line at that polling place.
Well, in Hampton, folks started filing into Hampton Elementary as early as 4 o'clock this morning. Now, it didn't take long for the line to start wrapping around the building. Some voters brought books with them to read. Others brought chairs to relax while they waited. Now, Will Harper came to the polls at 5 o'clock this morning with his 6-year-old daughter.
I was at the end of the line before they swung it around like a snake, and now it looks like I got 150 people behind me.
Ooh, most people in line said they would have come out in rain, sleet, or snow. Well, News Channel 3 viewers are already sending in pictures of the long voting lines this morning. This was sent in by Joshua from Virginia Beach. Long lines formed early this morning at Rosemont Forest Elementary School. And you can see how far back in line these people were from even getting inside the building to vote. Wow, look at that. Well, this picture you're about to see is from Derrick and Hampton at Aberdeen Elementary School. News Channel 3 has been getting calls all morning about similar lines sprouting up across Hampton roads. So send us your pictures. This is how you can take action. If you see something unusual when you go to vote, take a picture. Email it to us at desk@WTKR.com, and you can find all of the viewer pictures online. Just head to our website. That's WTKR.com. And News Channel 3 is proud to honor those who serve in our armed forces. This is Sergeant First Class Davita Phelps you're about to meet. She has served with the Army for 10 years and is a graduate of Western Branch High School. Phelps has a long list of awards and decorations, including the Meritorious Service Medal and the National Defense Ribbon with 1 Bronze Star. We thank her for her service. Go ahead and email us about your service member, past or present. Be sure to include the person's name, rank, send us a picture, and tell us a little bit about their service.
Now, your exclusive Viper radar forecast, live in 3D. Here's meteorologist Patrick Rocky.
Yeah, lots of umbrellas at the polls this morning, but the rain has tapered off in most areas. We do expect more rain on the way, especially as we head toward overnight tonight and into tomorrow. And that's why the counties and cities you see highlighted here in green, which is most of Hampton roads and all of northeastern North Carolina, under a flood watch, meaning we could get a couple of inches of rain to cause some problems. Live look outside, and boy, it just doesn't look nasty here over the Chesapeake Bay. This is a view from our camera atop the Westminster Canterbury building there along Shore Drive in Virginia Beach. Yeah, just kind of drizzly, nasty mess in most areas. Not a lot of heavy rain right now on live Viper radar. As we take a look, the wide shot here, heaviest of the rain is on the eastern shore, all up and down Highway 13. We've got scattered showers around. We'll zoom in a little bit closer here, and we're going to see that wet weather stretching from around the Lightfoot area. Things are kind of winding down around Williamsburg, stretches across the the York River toward White Marsh and Zanoni and up toward the Wareneck area. As we slide down to the south side, better news here. A few light showers across the northern portions of Virginia Beach. Southern Virginia Beach looking okay right now, but the line stretches down and through most of Chesapeake where we have the showers around, and then we follow that line into northeastern North Carolina and along the state line and down toward the South Mills area. We've got that light to moderate rain falling right now. Things are dry right now in Elizabeth City and over toward the Outer Banks, but that is going to change. We do have a storm system that is going to continue to develop, continue to intensify, and it's going to roll in our direction and bring some heavy rain and some very gusty winds. So we'll time things out. We'll start you off at 1 o'clock this afternoon. We do have those showers around. As we head through the evening and the overnight hours, things are really going to heat up and intensify with this system. There's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's when we could see the worst of this. But I think this thing is going to zip out of here and things are going to clear off, or at least the rain is going to diminish as we head toward the afternoon tomorrow. Still breezy, and we'll still see some showers around, but I think the worst of it will be overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Low 60s right now, Hampton, Newport News, 62 in Portsmouth. We're in the mid-60s for Suffolk and Chesapeake, 63 at the beach right now, and around the region, pretty much 60s from beginning to end. Low 60s to the north, mid-60s to the south on the Outer Banks and around Elizabeth City. A little bit breezy in some areas. We've got teens for winds on the shore right now, 22-mile-per-hour winds on Roanoke Island and Manio into the 7 cities, 15-mile-per-hour winds in Portsmouth 13 in Norfolk. Our wind forecast shows winds today out of the northeast 10 to 20, actually picking up tomorrow and Thursday as that low continues to intensify, but then shifting around to the west on Friday and dying down. Friday, probably the best day this week. 2 to 3 foot waves expected today on the Chesapeake Bay. Small craft advisories there and across all of our area waters. 7 to 9 foot seas out on the open waters and 2 to 4 foot waves for the Sounds of North Carolina, which is very choppy for the Sounds. So a flood watch is in effect. We expect highs today, low and mid 60s, increasing rain and wind likely as we head through the afternoon, especially toward the evening hours. And then for tonight, it looks like it's going to get even heavier for us. 57 for an overnight low, windy, showers, possibly storm. And again, the worst of it will be tomorrow morning, but then becoming more scattered as we head toward the afternoon. So here's a look at our live Viper planning forecast. And as we head into Thursday, I think mainly clouds around, chance of a few scattered showers, breezy conditions, more sunshine as we head toward Friday. It's not going to last very long, though, because a chance of some showers Friday night for football and a chance of some scattered showers through the day on Saturday. Sunday looking cooler, but looking like the dry day for this weekend. All right, let's talk weather trivia and keeping on kind of the election presidential theme here. We're talking about presidential inaugurations. Which U.S. president holds the record for both the warmest and coldest January inaugurations? Is it Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan, or Richard Nixon? Which one do you think? You've gotten the first one correct this week, Layla.
Now, you know this is hard.
It is
Who
hard.
knows this answer besides you? I'm going to go with, let's go with Nixon.
I would have gone with Roosevelt because he had the most inaugurations, I think. But actually, it was Ronald Reagan. Went from the warmest, which was only 55 degrees, to the coldest, 7 degrees on inauguration day. Yeah.
Oh, now that is nasty. Luckily, we don't have that situation out there today.
Yeah,
just rainy, not cold.
Well, a classic deli favorite coming up your way. It's time to look what's cooking.
And we have a family 4-pack of tickets to the Mid-Atlantic Home Show to give away today. Yeah, be caller number 1 right now. If you aren't on that phone, you're probably too late. Go ahead and call 446-1352 for your chance to get some great remodeling and design ideas for your home.
John McCain's gotten so desperate, he'll say anything. His defense spending attack, it's a lie. Here's what McCain's own military advisor, Robert Kagan, said. Obama wants to increase defense spending. He wants to add 65,000 troops to the Army and recruit 27,000 more Marines to fight terrorism. Barack Obama knows a stronger military means a safer America and a stronger economy here in Virginia. It's the change we need.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
The Taking Action election team, making sure your vote matters. And if you have a problem, call the team at 446-1352 or log on to WTKR.com. The Taking Action election team on News Channel 3 at 11.
For every fabulous new pair of shoes like these that you buy, a portion of what you pay goes to a tax you've probably never even heard of.
We'll show you how you can take action to stomp out the shoe tax. Thursday at 11. News Channel 3. Taking action, getting results.
Think twice before you give your heart away. Don't let our love start slipping away.
Live like never before. A special acoustic evening with Vince Gill.
I've been trying to
beginning at 8 p.m. Saturday, November 22nd at Sandler Center for the Performing Arts. Reserve seats are on sale now.
Don't miss a special acoustic evening with Vince Gill.
If your Social Security disability claim has been denied, you have rights. You can appeal. Contact the law firm of Goss & Fentress. With over 50 years of combined experience, Goss & Fentress will help you get the money you deserve. John Goss and Russell Fentress have won millions of dollars in disability benefits for disabled clients. They will fight for you. If your Social Security disability claim has been denied, you have rights. You can appeal. Call Goss & Fentress today, serving Virginia and North Carolina.
We all know the importance of exercise, but recognize the harm it may cause joints. So ThermoSpas designed the Aquasizer, the deepest hot tub in the world with a powerful current that allows you to jog, walk, row, and follow a series of exercises to tone virtually every muscle in your body, all within a low-impact water environment where you control the water pressure and temperature. The Aquasizer is also an elegant 7-person hot tub, designed to be installed either indoors or out. Now, can you think of a better way to end your workout than with a full body massage? I can. To learn more about ThermoSpa's complete line of hot tubs, exercise spas, and swim spas, call for your free DVD and catalog. Call today, and we'll include a gift coupon for free delivery and installation. ThermoSpas offers many features found on no other hot tub. Why? Because it's not just a hot tub, it's a ThermoSpas.
Come discover how to make your home an all-American dream at Tidewater Builders Association's Mid-Atlantic Home, Remodeling, and Interior Design Show, presented by ESE.
Look What's Cookin' is brought to you by the Culinary Institute of Virginia.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Johnson, and I'm here with owner Jeff Goldberg from the Route 58 Delicatessen at Loman's Plaza in Virginia Beach. Kind of a new location for you.
Yeah, been up there about 3.5 months.
And we are making a huge sandwich today, I think. What do we have?
This is the Mighty Reuben.
The award-winning.
There you go, a 94 score in our great local paper for the best Reuben. And there's a lot of ingredients that go into making a great Reuben. It's not just any rye bread, any corned beef, any sauerkraut.
So what are the special ingredients you use?
Well, first of all, I buy a lot of my products from the Carnegie Deli in New York.
Oh, love it.
So you've got great corned beef. This is the same corned beef that they use at the Carnegie Deli on 7th Avenue in Manhattan. Rye bread, also from New York, which we bake off in the restaurant. A thick cut barrel cured sauerkraut. So this is very different from the sauerkraut that you'd buy at the store. We grill the rye bread, we melt the Swiss, we put on the hot sauerkraut and our lean corned beef.
And you use the kind of the sauce too.
Oh, and homemade Russian dressing.
Right.
It's very different than Thousand Island. How different? Not that much, but it is.
That's the secret.
That's the
and
secret.
You stack it, I guess. Is there an appropriate way to stack it?
You just got to pile it high, know how to cut the sandwich. There's about 14 ounces of meat in this Reuben. In New York, you'd get a Reuben that's kind of open face on a plate. Here, I grill it and make a sandwich, and that's why we got the 94 score.
Well, and it's a huge portion. I mean, this would feed. What is your saying on this, your T-shirt?
Can I turn around for a sec?
If you finished, we made a mistake. And trust me, if you finished this...
By not eating it, you made a mistake.
If you want to try it, you can certainly go to our website to find out the ingredients, which is WTKR.com. But you please go to the Route 58 Delicatessen at Loman's Plaza in Virginia Beach.
We're going to eat now.
Look what's cooking.
Come
I'm going to have
on.
the pickle.
Hey, you're new here. Yeah, they just got me so they could enjoy free HD programming with Cox Digital Cable. So what's so great about HD? It's digital picture and sound that's 5 times sharper than standard. And Cox Digital Cable has over 250 HD choices. Now that's a hot deal.
Get free HD with Cox Digital Cable for only $52.45 a month for 12 months with a 1-year service agreement. Call 757-648-8041 or visit coxbestoffers.com.
Je m'appelle DVR.
Who said that?
It is I recording a travel show. With the power of Cox DVR, I can record shows anytime, see?
Anytime?
Oui, oui. I can even pause and rewind live TV.
Well, I have 3 settings. Bright, brighter, brightest!
Is nice. Ambiance.
Upgrade now to Cox Digital Cable with a DVR. Call 757-648-8041 or visit coxbestoffers.com.
Right now at Pearl Vision, when you buy a complete pair of glasses, we'll give you a Canon PowerShot digital camera. Because we think you deserve something special for taking great care of your eyes. So come into Pearl Vision and get a Canon PowerShot with your new glasses. But you better hurry, because an offer this good will be gone in a flash.
And live Viper radar still showing us some scattered showers out there, especially on the eastern shore and the peninsulas. And that trend will continue not only today, but tonight especially. The rain gets heavier, and tomorrow morning things taper off by tomorrow afternoon. A lot of clouds around on Thursday. Sunshine finally returns for Friday, but it's not going to last forever, it looks like.
Well, congratulations to Wilnette Radcliffe of Newport News. She won those 4 tickets to the Mid-Atlantic Home Show, so we congratulate her and thank her for watching. And we want to remind you, do not forget to vote today.
Absolutely. And remember, our News Channel 3 election coverage continues tonight at 5.
Live Viper radar, breaking news first, WTKR.com.
News Channel 3, taking action, getting results.
Over the last several months, we've been talking with everyone who has Medicare about the money-saving health plans from Humana.